There's a warehouse in Garner, North Carolina, over 1 million square feet. And right now, inside it, packages are moving, shelves are shifting, thousands of products are being sorted, picked, and packed every single minute. The aisles are almost completely empty. No one is doing this work. At least, no human is. That facility belongs to Amazon. And in the summer of 2025, Amazon confirmed it had crossed a milestone. Most experts thought was years away. 1 million robots deployed. The humans have been moved to the edges of the floor. Here's the number nobody is talking about. $1.595 trillion in manufacturing investment has been committed to the United States. TSMC in Arizona, Micron in New York, Hyundai in Georgia. The cranes are up. The concrete is being poured. And yet, since January 2025, the U.S. has lost a net 82,000 manufacturing jobs. Investment up, workers down. At the same time, this video is about why, who's being cut, who's surviving, and what the factory of 2026 actually looks like from the inside, because it looks nothing like what politicians are describing. The United States currently has 12.69 million manufacturing workers. That sounds significant, but in 1979, the peak, there were 19.5 million. We've lost nearly 7 million jobs even as the economy tripled in size. Manufacturing is now just 8% of total U.S. employment. And according to IBIS World, it's projected to fall another 1% in 2026 alone. More factories, fewer workers every year. The reason isn't complicated. The machines stopped just being strong. They became intelligent. AI-driven quality control systems now scan products for defects faster and more accurately than any human inspector. Autonomous mobile robots navigate factory floors independently, rerouting around obstacles in real time. Machine learning software schedules production runs, predicts equipment failures before they happen, and optimizes supply chains without a single human making a decision. And cobots, collaborative robots designed to work beside people, are now everywhere. As of 2025, roughly 2 million cobots are operating in factories worldwide. They weld, package, and assemble alongside humans, 30% faster, with no fatigue, no injuries, no complaints. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report names robotics and autonomous systems as the primary driver of workforce displacement globally. Not in 10 years. Right now. But if that's true, if the machines are taking over, then why do American manufacturers currently have between 440,000 and 510,000 job openings they cannot fill? That's not a typo. That's the number as of first quarter 2026, per the National Association of Manufacturers. 1 in 4 companies has a vacancy rate above 5%. The machines are replacing certain workers, but they're simultaneously demanding a different kind of worker, and that worker is in desperately short supply. Let's put a face on what's actually happening. In March 2026, inside a fulfillment center in Garner, North Carolina, a Fast Company journalist walked the floor. Human workers, the ones who remained, were clustered near the edges. The middle of the warehouse belonged to the machines. Amazon's system, called Sequoia, works alongside a robotic arm named Sparrow. Together, they handle 65% of every product Amazon sells. No human touch required. At the prototype facility in Shreveport, Louisiana, running 1,000 robots, headcount is already 25% below what it would be without automation. By the end of 2026, Amazon plans to cut that figure in half again. The internal math Amazon is working from: avoid hiring 160,000 workers by 2027, replace up to 600,000 positions by 2033, automate 75% of warehouse operations entirely. Amazon's total workforce has already shrunk by 100,000 from its 2021 peak of 1.6 million. The economic logic is simple and cold. Each robotic system saves 30 cents per item processed across billions of deliveries per year. That is billions of dollars saved quarterly. Now, you might think, That's logistics. That's warehouses. What about real manufacturing? In January 2026, Tesla confirmed it had deployed over 1,000 Optimus Gen 3 humanoid robots across Gigafactory, Texas, and its Fremont plant. Not test units, not prototypes. Working robots on live production floors, handling parts processing, kitting tasks, and assembly operations that human hands performed until recently. Tesla's plan: scale to tens of thousands of Optimus units inside its own factories by the end of 2026. Build a dedicated facility capable of producing 1 million robots per year. Then expand to 10 million annually by 2027. Even if they hit 10% of that target, the implications are staggering. Nearly 30 Chinese companies are running parallel programs, with government mandates for mass production already active. The race has started, and it will not slow down. The displacement is not random. It follows a precise pattern. 3 types of work are disappearing fastest: repetitive, predictable, physical. Assembly line positions, visual quality inspection, material handling, moving parts from A to B. According to the 2026 AI Job Disruption Report, salaries for these roles are already falling 5 to 10% annually as demand collapses. But here is what most coverage misses. It is not just the entry-level worker. A machinist with 25 years on manual lathes is finding that the new CNC machines, computer-controlled precision tools, do not need his hands. They need someone who writes G-code, someone who programs a digital cutting path on a screen. Same factory floor, completely different job. And he was never trained for it. That gap between the skill that existed and the skill now required is where the real human cost lives. It is quiet. It does not make headlines, but it is happening in thousands of facilities across the country right now. The workers who are thriving are the ones who mastered the boundary between mechanical and digital. They operate alongside machines, troubleshoot automated systems, and catch what the AI misses. These people are not being replaced. They are being paid more than ever. Average hourly earnings in manufacturing hit $36.68 in April 2026, the highest on record. Production workers crossed $30 per hour for the first time in history. In 2024, the average manufacturing worker earned $106,691 in total compensation, more than the average private sector worker by nearly $16,000. The factory floor is splitting into 2 worlds. In one, workers whose tasks a machine can now replicate, shrinking wages, shrinking headcount. In the other, workers who run the machines. Record pay, desperate hiring, not enough of them anywhere. 5 years ago, these job titles barely existed in American hiring databases. Cobot technician, robot fleet coordinator, autonomous systems integrator, digital twin operator, AI quality assurance specialist, predictive maintenance engineer. Today they are among the fastest growing roles in manufacturing and among the highest paid. Here's what those jobs actually involve. A robot fleet coordinator manages the autonomous mobile robots moving through a facility, monitoring their routes, updating software, and solving edge cases the AI cannot handle. A digital twin operator runs a virtual replica of the entire factory floor in real time, using it to simulate changes before changes are made physically. An AI quality specialist trains the vision model that inspects 10,000 parts per hour and investigates every time it is wrong. These are not abstract tech roles, they are factory jobs. They require hands-on knowledge of machinery and the ability to work with AI systems. In the first quarter of 2025, U.S. employers posted 35,000 AI-related manufacturing openings, up 25% year over year, with a median salary of $157,000. Salaries in automation roles are growing 15 to 25% annually. The World Economic Forum projects 170 million new jobs created globally by 2030, against 92 million displaced. Net positive, by 78 million positions. But that math only works if people can make the jump. A former quality inspector in Ohio doesn't automatically become an AI quality specialist. The new job exists. The training pipeline to get there, at scale, mostly doesn't. That is the real problem, and almost nobody in power is treating it like one. Here's what all of this adds up to. The United States is experiencing a genuine industrial renaissance. $1.595 trillion committed, semiconductor fabs rising in Arizona, a $200 billion memory complex in Clay, New York, electric vehicles rolling off the line in Georgia. The factories are real, the investment is real, and net manufacturing employment since January 2025 is down 82,000. Investment up, headcount down. Because the new factory doesn't need what the old one needed. It doesn't need 200 workers on a line. It needs 14 engineers, 3 AI specialists, and a building full of machines that run around the clock without a break. That's not a catastrophe. The economy is producing more with less. That's what productivity looks like, but there's a cost that doesn't show up in the quarterly reports. The original industrial revolution of the 1800s took 3 generations to absorb. The workforce had decades to adapt. This one is moving in years, and the people it's reshaping most dramatically, the machinists, the line workers, the inspectors, most of them have not been told what's coming. American manufacturing is not dying. It's transforming into something that looks almost nothing like what most people imagine when they hear the word factory. And the gap between that future and the people currently working in the present is not inevitable. It's not the natural result of progress. It's what happens when the machines move faster than the institutions designed to help people adapt. The choice isn't whether automation happens. It already is. The choice is whether anyone shows up for the workers caught in the middle. Subscribe, because there's a lot more of this story left, and it's moving fast.